Hey guys, AI has been exploding. Like specifically this year, things are getting creepy and ramped up. Chat GPT-4 was released, but I just want to show you something really, really mind-blowing. Like, pun intended almost.
Showed them images, and they taught the I want you to translate from the readings of the fMRI, so how blood is moving around in your brain, to the image. Can we reconstruct the image then? The AI then only looks at the brain, does not get to see the original image, and it's asked to reconstruct what it sees. Right?
Look at that.
So when you dream, your visual cortex sort of runs in reverse. So this means certainly in the next couple of years, we'll be able to start decoding dreams. Okay, so it can reconstruct what you're seeing, but can it reconstruct what you're thinking, your inner monologue? So here they did roughly this, it's a different lab, but roughly the same idea. They had people watch these videos and would try to reconstruct their inner monologue. So here's the video. It's this woman getting hit with the back, getting knocked forward, okay? And then what did the AI reconstruct? I see a girl that looks just like me, get hit on the back, and then she's knocked off.
So just to really name...
Did you just see that? They hooked people up to an fMRI system where you scan your brain and where the blood flow is going, and it reconstructed an image that you were looking at. And then as an image, and then it reconstructed the image verbally. I'm looking at a woman who was hit with a tail. And then he said, one day, pretty soon we can record our dreams. Now, once again, with AI, there's good and bad. We all grew up with the Terminator and the Matrix, hopefully, and you have a brain, and you understand we don't want it to get more powerful than us. Okay? So, worst case scenario, of course, dystopian future. The government uses this. You're in jail. You're in cuffs. The government puts this on your brain and tells you if you're telling the truth or not. This is beyond like a lie detector test. This is like, are you imagining something illegal? I can see it in your brain, so the AI is always right. This is just stepping stones to the Matrix. They can hook up something in your brain, and instead of just seeing what you see, it will create its own reality. This is literally the Matrix, and they're using it with the assistance with the chat GPT-4. And it's really, really scary. And meanwhile, I'm still making AI art like a hypocrite. But I don't know. Look at this. Chinese games company has an AI as its CEO, and its stock has risen. Okay? So it's not just cashiers and factory workers who we have to worry about losing their jobs. It's even CEOs and financial bankster people who've been studying this stuff for years and really complicated that AI can do in 5 seconds, if even. Okay? And Google released this thing
For many years,
where you can
Gmail has had sentence suggestions and small elements of AI, but now they're leaning fully into...
Now you don't even have to think.
This new system, Help Me Write.
Help me
Because
write.
like this, a user types in a prompt.
Ask for a full refund for my whatever, and AI creates a whole message for you, so you don't have to think, use critical thinking skills, grammar,
From old emails and other conversations, and it learns from your writing to improve over time. I
elaborate.
can see that the aim of this is to write emails faster so people can focus on doing actual work. But
Dude, now people will have no personalities. The AI bot will be their personality. It's like, here's my mom's AI bot to respond to all her dumb texts about whatever, or my girlfriend, or they don't even know if it's you or not unless they truly, truly know you. And these AI are going to be infiltrating basically everything. And of course, when is singularity? Is it going to be self-conscious? What is consciousness? We obviously know it's not just intelligence, because a bunch of facts do not make you magically have a soul. We've gone into this years ago. I said the more you put into a computer, the less memory it has. Whereas the more you tell humans, the more we expand our existence or whatever. So, okay, so AI is scary. And AI is even doing this, y'all.
OpenAI performed a series of risk evaluations on the model and found that it was ineffective at gathering resources, replicating itself, or preventing humans from shutting it down.
So?
It was, however, capable of hiring a human through TaskRabbit.
Oh my God.
And getting them to solve a CAPTCHA for it. So ChatGPT can just go on like Fiverr or TaskRabbit or whatever the Amazon version is called and get people to do things for it. So if it detects that it is incapable of doing something, it can solve that problem by enlisting a human.
And AI can just say it can understand the fact that it doesn't understand something and literally go on the web and create a question that it knows a human can answer. And that solves its problem. And then it learns that now. You see the dangers of this? There's already people going to Congress about this. Okay, that's it with the AI stuff. It's just every single day is something new, all right? And now, I watched this guy.
Listen to Bob Dylan, a Freemason. Hidden hand, one-eye symbolism.
This he won America's Got Talent. That guy. Altian Childs, he won X Factor New Zealand in 2010. But then in 2021, he has this like 5-hour-long video I watched yesterday and exposed all this Freemasonry and stuff. And here's a fun fact. Charles Darwin was a Freemason. I didn't know this. And it's a fact that if you're a Freemason, you're required to believe in a higher power. You cannot be an atheist if you join Freemasonry. Even though that's an agenda they secretly push for us dumb masses. So the conclusion is Darwin's just another Masonic poster boy who actually believes in intelligent design and God. But big surprise, they lie to you. Okay, listen to this guy.
In the lower degrees, they sort of pretend that it's a Christian group.
Selling students.
And in most of the Western world, it probably pretends to be that fairly successfully. And it's only when you get up to the 30th degree, which is 3 steps from the top, that you're actually told that you worship Lucifer. So they deliberately lie to their people in the lower levels. Now, when a man has gone through the rituals of the first 3 degrees, the fellowcraft...
Yes, within the first 3 degrees, you're already, threatened with death and that you'll cut your throat open, your insides be torn out if you reveal any of these secrets. And after all the 30 different initiations, so you get to the 30th degree, that's when they say, oh, by the way, you're actually worshiping Satan, not God. But if you tell anyone, we'll kill you. Okay? He just confirmed Freemasons are worshiping Satan. And this guy who made the 5-hour video, which I'll obviously put a link to if it's not taken down. It's been taken down a couple times, but this last one's been up for a while. He'll show you. He'll show you more stuff. And of course, the Disney boner stuff. The Bob Dylan says the chief commander. Let's just watch it again in case you're skeptical.
Hidden hand, one-eye symbolism.
Watch this, y'all. I know if you haven't seen it.
These songs, you're still on tour. I do, but I don't take it for granted. Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here? Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand. What was your bargain? To get where I am now. Should I ask who you made the bargain with? with the chief commander. On this earth? And in this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
Gulp. If he'd have said God, he'd have meant God. But chief commander is literally another term for Satan. In this language that these Freemasons made up. And now this one's kind of scary, y'all.
But I once heard from a Freemason, an honest one, in about 2016 after I posted this picture on Facebook. He knew the truth, just like you do now, or just like you should. And he wrote to me, and he said, by the time we are done, every church will be a brothel. Well, in case you think that that's impossible, this is a fashion show that was held in a church, a real church, and it was organized by high-ranking Freemasons, who you will see now to be Satanists. Designed to be a heart-wrenching mockery and a colossal sign of the times, this event. Just so you know, it's a Masonic production. Here's the inside of a lodge. See those twin pillars? Well, here they are. See the Masonic checkered floorboard? Well, there it is. See the Masonic square and compass? Well, there it is. And do you see the eye of Freemasonry? Yeah, there they are. The lower square in the square and compass has been disfigured so that as to not make it too obvious. But now that we've established that, here is the spirit of Freemasonry, as displayed through just a few of the models. This one wears the horns of the Baphomet.
All obvious.
The horns of Satan.
Yeah, that's the Church of Satan.
With his all-seeing eye in the background. More horns. This model wears the all-seeing eye, as does this one. And this disgusting thing with another huge all-seeing eye of Lucifer in the background. Then there's this, with a satanic pentagram on a face.
Obvious. How did this get done in a church?
And finally,
a church.
This male model in a skirt with two satanic inverted crosses of Jesus Christ on his top in a church.
What a joke. This is like we're living in like a movie now. This is like a sci-fi movie where the Freemasons take over and no one cares. And Christians are just too wimpy to speak up because they'll get, banned or whatever for freedom of speech. So yeah, that's kind of been what's on my mind lately. AI is going to grow exponentially scary. And this year, they're already having to ban people where you can use someone's voice. If you have like a 3-second clip of their voice, you can use that against them. Say you call a kid and say, "Oh, hey, wrong number, sorry." They said, "Oh, that's okay, bye." Just them saying that, you have their voice now, and you can create an entire thing. "Mommy, I have been kidnapped. Please send $1 million to Mexico." They can use your voice to scam people, and that's already been done in the news. You can easily Google that. And of course, facial recognition, using your face to create some fake news photo of whatever. Like what just happened, there's a picture of smoke coming up from the Pentagon, and there was an article that someone blew up the Pentagon. So then right after, 20 minutes after, they said, "No, that didn't happen. That was just fake AI art." So you see the security issues that this is, sort of see what's coming to fruition here, y'all. I'll go to my favorites real quick, and then a lot of favorites. Yeah, this is it, dudes. 5 hours. Please watch that. Hundreds of pictures of celebrities. Hundreds of different ones, either going like that, or like that with the hand, the palm in the hand with the third chakra we talked about earlier. And he actually goes into the secret books we don't even know about, and he shows pictures of that. Okay. Yeah, right here. The ChatGPT chief Sam Altman testifies before Congress on AI. It's weird how the most famous company is the one to want to start regulations so that they can get government sanctions and government control and government, what's the word? Pay dirt. Basically, like, "Oh yeah, we know the dangers of it, so give us more money so you can regulate it." It's all planned, y'all. Yeah, Russell Brand's channel is pretty cool. Misinformation is now terrorism. So if you say something you thought was right or is right, and it's not corrected the current establishment's motives, they'll say that's terrorism. But if it's proven a month later, then it wasn't misinformation. So what is misinformation? There's hate speech saying to go kill someone, which is illegal and wrong. And then they're saying there might be something up with government mandates on pharmaceutical companies and pushing drugs into us for the wrong reasons. Okay? You know? In these firemen, sorry, let's talk about 9/11. These firemen on 9/11, 2001, they said, oh yeah, there are 3 explosions. You can just literally watch that. Of course, this one only has 60 views, shadow banning. And then Professor Griff from Public Enemy, he is a clear exposer of Illuminati. They burnt his house down because of what he was saying. Okay? This dude is awake too. Okay? And it's like, that's why they killed Pac, because Pac was talking about kill Illuminati. They don't control you. Well, and then they eventually killed him. And then you see Snoop Dogg and Nas and Dre, all his enemies now are on the top, you know, and with Puff Daddy. Like, they're just all in it to win it. They're all fake. And that's why I don't post those types of songs. Yeah. I guess that's all for now. I really don't know what else to say. Yeah, the Google engineer who was fired for claiming his AI was sentient, he's real. Looks goofy, but he's smart as hell. That's what smart people look like. Dorks. We need to look at dorks more. Trust them. They know what's up. And here, okay, we'll end on this. The biggest issue with me is it being a race. They want to race towards the best AI so they can get the more money from users. That's not a good incentive to create the most dangerous technology in the world just to get paid. So that's why they're going to Congress saying it shouldn't be a race. Elon Musk is saying we need to slow down AI because it's literally like a science fiction movie right now. It's getting to that point where it is smarter than us, of course, and knows a bunch of facts, but it's also writing our emails for us. Okay, it's creating websites for us with the little drawing of a piece of paper. It'll make a website for you. It can make songs which all suck because it doesn't have a soul. It can make little poems and poetry, which is quite impressive, but you know it's not coming from your heart. And so we're going to have to question what is our purpose once these things take 80% of our jobs. So it's not going to be like Star Trek, well, we all don't have jobs anymore and we live in peace, la la la. It's going to be like fucking Blade Runner. It's a dystopian shithole. Everyone's looking for work because it's cheaper to hire a robot. And of course, Elon Musk shows his robots, which is creepy enough. I mean, like, dude, that dude creeps me out. He's going at too fast a pace as well. Anyway, yeah, AI terrifies officials, explains our illusions, yada, yada, yada. Moon is hollow. That's all that fun stuff. But anyway, you know, it's just the end times, and we're just the reporters. And, you know, this is probably one of our last platforms ever. Been on here 14 years. All I do is speak the truth. But since I don't have a big audience at all, I have 8,000 subscribers and like 100 hits per video. It's garbage, which is maybe a good thing. If I get too popular, it take me down like that. I don't want to go there, but they run everything literally. Okay, so, okay, we're done here. But just know it's the end times. Like, there's nothing more I can say. Just know it's supposed to happen. You can't stop it. All we can do, literally, is pay our bills and put food on the table and stand strong. And as Jesus said in Luke 21:36, watch ye and therefore pray always that you will escape what is to come. That's the rapture. If Jesus says you can pray to escape what's coming and you're worthy to escape what's coming, that is a kind of rapture. That's an escape from the Great Tribulation coming, the New World Order. Look at a freaking dollar bill and grow up. Where's a pyramid in America? Why is the eye on top of the pyramid look like, you know, Lucifer? Why does it say Novus Seclorum Ordum, New World Order in Latin? And then every 5 words spells Mason, because it's all right in front of our face. And you don't even want to know what some of these Masons do to get the 33rd degree. You know, like 16 of our presidents were Freemasons. You don't want to know what sexual stuff they do. And they do that specifically so they can have blackmail on each other if someone tries to expose them. Say, oh, you expose me? Well, I'll put out this picture of you doing that person in the butt. Some other senator. You know, it's literally like a blackmail game. So these brothers are really just there to do Satan's work. And if you're not with Satan, then you're out, dude. So anyway, us truthers are the only ones. We're the only ones who could help out. And also, I don't know what happened to the Groks, man. Wherever you are, Mark, I'm praying for you. Please try and find us again. Try and get back on YouTube. I don't know what they're doing with you. They've canceled like 5 of your accounts, bro, and I'm so sorry. So if any of y'all know the Groks' latest channel, the last I remember is the Groks Alpha and Omega. They're the Groks Alpha and Omega. So he's the one that got me into this stuff 11 years ago, and now I'm just totally, absorbed by all of it and confirming it constantly with multiple evidences. Okay, we need to wake up. We don't want our lives to be like a falling down Michael Douglas movie. I love that movie so much. Well, we don't need to live like that. Oh yeah, sorry, Stanley Kubrick. One more thing. This guy, Leon Vitali, was literally working with Stanley Kubrick on his last 5 films, or last 3 films. He was like, literally, he was Kubrick's slave. He did everything he told him to all the time, and he like really, really entrusted this guy to help him make his features. So yeah, there's a whole documentary on this guy, Filmworker. It's about Leon Vitali, who was the guy who played the Red Cloak in Eyes Wide Shut. I always wanted to know who that guy was. Well, it's this guy. Stanley said, you got to play him. But here's the thing, y'all. When no one else has noticed, I noticed birthdays. They're both born July 26th. And Kubrick knows this because he messes with dates a lot. Okay? Kubrick's involved heavily. That's what Eyes Wide Shut was all about. Us masses, we have our eyes wide shut to what's right in front of us. And we're still like, no, there's no conspiracies. No, nothing's going on. I vote. My vote matters. Bro, we got these crazy, talented, satanic, creative people fucking with your minds constantly with all their millions of inside jokes. If Eyes Wide Shut is about MK Ultra and mind control, which is what these societies do, blood magic and spells and stuff, it's about MK Ultra. Kubrick dies March 7th, 1999, the same day as Sidney Gottlieb, who created MK Ultra. Him and Kubrick died the same day. You want to tell me that's not planned? And it just happens to be 666 days before January 1st, 2001, his greatest film of all time, about the use and abuse of AI and technology. These dates are not crazy. So when I was like, oh yeah, Leon is a Leo, like Stanley, because they're both July 26th. I'm the only one who's noticed that. I'm the only one who noticed Sidney Gottlieb, MK Ultra guy, died the same day. This isn't some thing you can see in Room 237, that documentary. Sorry, sorry that was a lot, but there's a lot to go over. And I'm not even skimming the surface here. I'm just here to point to where you should look later on with your hours of time. Okay? I don't have, you gotta organize your time, man. Yeah, you work. Yeah, you cook. Yeah, you shower. Then what? You watch a sitcom and repeat it this very next day? No, you need to get your off time as your on time. When you're not a slave to the beast system, that's when you can be yourself finally. I'm so exhausted from the system, I don't want to think and just drink my life away. Trust me, I understand. 100%. But we have to keep going. We have to stay strong and be interested, be engaged, or we're just going to be tempted. Book of Revelation says, to the church of Thyatira, to the church of Philadelphia, the raptured church of the 7 churches. It's a spiritual church, not literally a city. The church of Philadelphia, brotherly love. He will keep us from the hour of temptation. That's what the rapture is. Jesus said, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, and built a pillar for you in the heavens. Dude, so 1 out of 7 Christians don't have to face the New World Order, mark of the beast coming, and have your head chopped off. Like Revelation says, I saw so many people who lost their heads for their faith in Jesus. Those are the people who were not raptured and who had to stay for whatever is coming, that the Freemasons have been planning since beginning of time. Okay? This is real stuff. And the Bible isn't done yet. We need to pray that we're going to escape what is coming. And that is our hope. And if we don't get raptured and we have to stay for World War III, then just know, don't take the mark. Let them chop your head off. Sounds scary, but you know what's scarier? Losing your soul altogether. Take it easy.